They're not giving you money because you don't have money. Actually, people give you money because you have money. The way it works. The four things you, as an entrepreneur, a founder, you need to know. Or four things you need to do to avoid begging anyone for money. Hello, everyone. It's very, very good to see you guys again. It's been quite a while. I haven't posted anything. I've been very busy and trying to figure out ways to succeed in our journey. And it's really amazing to be here today. And this is very personal to me, and it's a very passionate topic that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. Basically, some nuggets that I wanted to deposit to you. I hope I pick your brain with it. So in the startup entrepreneur journey, a lot of up and downs, right? And for that reason, the majority of the things revolves around money or funding. So one of the needs in a startup or in an entrepreneurship journey is funding again. So from the experience that I have with Lockdown, I am the founder and CTO for Lockdown. Lockdown is a cyber and secure software development company in Columbia, South Carolina. We are located here in the US, and we have been at it for some time. We develop on-demand keyless end-to-end encryption for timeless security. The video I'm making today has a lot to do with what I've already talked about in our company, and I will show how my experience in the company have grown into something huge and something you can learn from. And I'm willing to share it with you. It's grown into something that an ecosystem is already being developed, a strategy is being developed, and how to figure out an order in a chaotic situation. So that's what we're doing here. So the point we are trying to make here is the four things you as an entrepreneur, a founder, or four things you need to do to avoid. I'm going to use the word begging, to avoid begging anyone for money. So I just want to put it that way. I'm not trying to look down on anyone. It's just that I have to put it that way so you can understand how serious this is. So in a startup journey and entrepreneur journey, it's all about having that seed fund to be able to move forward. And it's not easy. You can't get it. So most of the time, especially if you're from a certain group of people, it gets harder for you. And if you're doing a particular technology, also gets harder for you. We know all that. And that's why you see the DEI pop up, BIPOC, and etc. pop up. All those sustainable development and etc. So we know all of that. So these are four things that I want to talk about with you that you must do to avoid begging anyone for money. What happens now when you do these four things, people will start looking for you to invest in your company because they look at it as not just a potential, but something they can benefit from in the future. Number one, adopt a global mindset. You have to adopt a global mindset. What does that mean? So you have to develop a bootstrapping mindset to create a minimum viable product and continuously iterating the product. And through this iteration, you can attract a lot of users. And now you can consider implementing your better, perpetual better, and involve more users in a testing program. And these will include global companies and developers to look at what you're working on. It's amazing how much the feedback you will get and the changes that you make, so that you already have people using your product before you start, selling them, things like that. And this is what is called traction. You develop traction in the most unlikely way. So you have to utilize social media platforms such as Twitter and LinkedIn to reach out and invite people from different regions of the world to participate in your program. You have to adopt a global perspective in your approach. This is very important. Statistics have shown that when people work as a team that is diverse, the product is solid. It's always good. Now, number two, market for sales purposes only. Market or marketing for sales purposes only. This is number two. Your startup should implement targeted and aggressive marketing strategy. So the effort should be focused to reach specific group that are experiencing the problem that your solution will take care of. So you want to target the group that have that friction that you want to remove. You target that group. Your solution addresses their friction. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be shooting all over the place or shooting the breeze. You don't want that. That's what's the energy and what's the resources. As you offer support, you can offer support to people and assistance. You gather feedback and use the information to develop additional solutions that might apply in some other places that could be retrofitted to meet other needs. Now, remember, it's important to market what your target audience needs not what you like or what you want to do to show off your technology. Technology is just about 25% of what happens in entrepreneurship. Everything else is business. Always remember that. If you're a techie guy, try to learn soft skills. Soft skills will help you to go far. Without soft skills, you can't do nothing in this space. You will be stuck there, getting your hands dirty, writing code and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's how you want your startup to be. Your startup, you want it to grow, scale, make money. So that therefore you have to find a way to communicate with the people that write the checks, to use your services, right? So when you do target the audience and their needs, not just building what you like, you'll realize that this will ultimately lead you to more sales, and then you avoid wasting valuable time and resources. So number 3 is what I call social responsibility. A lot of businesses, medium to large size businesses, enterprises, they know what this is all about. It's something that they do, but with technology today, entrepreneurs that have vision can see that the only way to make it work right now in the downtime is to build an ecosystem of retrofitted businesses that support themselves. So regardless of what you do, when one of them survives, you're going to survive either way. So you have to use the strategy. I call it three-legged strategy or tripod system. So what this social responsibility refers to is instead of solely seeking funding, because funding requires a lot of energy. If you don't know, I'm letting you know. Like meeting investors, VCs who might not be interested in talking to you and wasting your time, you don't want to do that. Focus on building a supportive community of people who believe in your product. No matter what, they believe this product will work, it will fly. And they believe in the potential that you bring to make positive impact. That potential to make positive impact is $1 million. It's worth $1 million. Remember that. So by prioritizing the well-being of your users and working to improve their lives, you will establish a foundation of trust and loyalty that will sustain your company for times to come. Embrace a sense of social responsibility in your business approach. It always pays off. Number 4, build a rapport. That's where the strategy, the three-legged strategy, comes into play. Or the tripod strategy. This is where it comes to play. So what you're going to have to do is you have to construct interdependent businesses. This could be a part of your supply chain. It could be businesses that are directly taking finished goods or some sort of resources from you and you applying it directly in their pipeline. There could be all those kind of businesses, or there could be businesses that you white label some of your product to. You have to build many of this. This is a lot of traction. It's considered a lot of traction in the entrepreneur world. Few startups know that this is very important. Not a lot of startups know you can do this. So you have to construct interdependent businesses that complement one another, okay? Allowing you to have greater control of your supply chain. The key word here, control. The key word is control. Control the supply chain. You control the money that's going to flow to you or flow away from your organization. For example, let's take an example, an auto dealer engine manufacturer. So an auto engine manufacturer form partnership with automakers and dealerships, and that ensures that your human resources strategies align with your business goals. Carefully managing your recruitment and selection of employees. Consider offering things like free or discounted services to other startups anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. It could be in Africa, it could be in Southeast Asia, it could be here in America, it could be in the UK. Just offer them free services. And those that you know can pay, you make them pay, but those you're sure now they're grinding or whatever, you just offer them free services and licenses or some hard currency, cryptocurrency or whatever. You do that. You see what happens. Consider offering free discounted services to other startups as a way of building rapport and to foster mutually beneficial relationships. This is number 4. You have to do this because this can save your day. What happens is if all the other companies you interface with succeed, you succeed. With or without VCs, you're already a success. Your mission is accomplished. So when VC or a VC or investor sees the strategy you have in place, they will now be forced to seek you out. They will be thinking, if this guy is a startup and he implemented this strategy, that's where I want to put my money. Because this guy seems like he knows what he's doing. He's going to be big. So what we've done, Lockdown have created other startups. Right now we're focusing in Africa. There's over 20 startups we created that are pretty much mutually benefiting from our solution. And they're using it to build SaaS product, okay? So we are now interdependent in a way where we like the auto engine manufacturer, they take the engine, they make whatever car that they want. We built that. We have that pipeline laid out for us. And we're interested to have more people come in. So we have Lockdown, we have Cyberlux, we have each one Teach One Take. And Lockdown is a software manufacturer. Foundational security software, that's what we make. We have images in the cloud, AWS, and also in the Docker Hub. These are already available for you to check them out and see how you can use it in your company. It will help you to preserve your privacy and also help you to secure your data and information. So we also have Cyberlux. Cyberlux is the one that's going to build the next generation of browsers. These browsers are not going to be able to track you like the other ones do. And these browsers allows you to own your information, read, write, and you can save your information anywhere you want. So there are other moving parts around. So you see, we manufacture the engine goes, Cyberlux does the SaaS, somebody else uses the SaaS. And then we also have Each One Teach One Tech, which is a nonprofit organization, private foundation that is training people in areas that benefits us. So it trains people in information technology specialist one and cyber defense analyst. These are areas that we need, and all these two programs have Python coding in it, which is basically our backend. That's the stack that we use with Java. So if you are a visionary and if you're a startups and you want to brainstorm and know a lot more of how to implement some of this strategy, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to discuss with you and give you a lot more nuggets. So once you are doing this, you are making money from left, right, center. You seem to be stable. There's money in the bank account, and there's no more the need to go out there wasting time looking for VCs. You keep growing. It might take time, but you will get where you're going. In conclusion, we know that this approach requires patience, and we're putting a disclaimer there that this is specific to our experience, and we're not saying that it's a carte blanche kind of scenario exercise. So you have to practice, use it with caution. But we're sure that this will increase the likelihood that investors will seek you out instead of the other way around, you seeking them out all the time. And keep in mind that investors provide funding with the expectation of return on the investment. You have to return on the investment the way the economics works and the financial institution are set up. So therefore, it is crucial to demonstrate a solid repayment plan and the potential for financial benefit. You know, they give you money because they want in on it. They want to benefit from the potential that you have, or if you're already making money, they want to benefit and the more money that will be coming your way. So asking for funding too soon or too often, it can give the wrong impression to investors. And that spells desperation. You know, they don't want that. And that can harm your startup. Like dead on arrival, it can harm your reputation. Your startup's reputation will go dead on arrival. And your credibility will be like a sewer, basically. So you don't want that. You want to stay clear of that. You want to build your bases first and move forward. This is all I have for you today. It's really a pleasure to be out here again to talk to y'all. It's awesome. Thank you guys for the opportunity. And thank you for listening to me. This is Josiah again. See you on the next one. Bye for now.